The small island of Inis Oírr off Ireland's west coast is one of the areas spared the tougher effects of colonisation. Here, the Irish language is seen and heard all over the island. But every summer, Inis Oírr has to contend with its own kind of invasion: drums. The bodhrán is a traditional Irish drum, typically made of goat skin stretched over a circular wooden frame. Its exact origins are obscure, although it was used in pagan rituals, notably the rural Irish tradition of chasing the wren, where musicians would disguise themselves and call on neighbours, playing music and demanding gifts. But by the 1950s, it began to enter the canon of Irish traditional music instruments, and that's when playing techniques on the bodhrán started to develop. Fast.
Starting in the 60s and really happening in the 70s, you had young percussionists, as they were, traditional percussionists, who began to develop all kinds of techniques, cross rhythms, off rhythms. They began hitting the wooden rim, as a contrast to the softish sound of the skin. They began to put their hand behind the skin to dampen it, to get a duller sound, but then taking it off would give a brighter sound, so you had contrasts.
In Dublin, signs of Ireland's most famous cultural and Epicurean exports abound. They have cut paths along with the vast Irish diaspora all over the world. And now the bodhrán is following suit, something that becomes obvious on the hills and byways of Inis Oírr come summertime.
Tasmania, South Africa, Hawaii, Israel, Poland, Hungary, Germany, Belgium, Spain, Italy. We've about 90 signed up for the course. But they're very interesting people, you know.
Somebody of my limited musical ability can go along with other music and, not make a complete fool of myself and enjoy doing it.
For me, I think you could actually play all that you can play on a drum set, and you don't need, 10 drums or whatever, you just need one.
Best you can do is to go there where the music comes from, where it's native, and that's here in Ireland.
But as the bodhrán spreads farther and farther out across the world, it's becoming less and less a native Irish instrument, and one, thanks to its musical pliability, that is being easily appropriated and claimed by other cultures. Many of the best bodhrán makers are now offshore, and they're seeing huge demand for their drums internationally.
My customers come from all styles and from all ages, and that makes the whole thing even more interesting for me, because there's so many musical backgrounds. It's not only the typical Irish tradition, there are also people playing in a heavy metal band.
Drum players dot the landscape like beetles as they make their way up the hills of Inis Oírr to class. There they attend formal classes in technique, organised into 6 levels from beginner to advanced. Lectures and concerts punctuate the programme, and on coffee breaks outside, people muse on why they do this.
Making music, and especially the bodhrán, helps you get your mind off your daily things. Just silences your thoughts.
I think it gives you a chance to kind of connect, with the rhythms that you hear every day if you listen.
It emulates a heartbeat, and when you can get that pulse into the music, I think it adds to it. Oh, you feel good, it energises you.
As this year's drum school comes to a close, the numerous bodhráns gradually make their way back to their natural habitat, the pub music session.